So in this video, I'll be teaching you how to be well dressed, but not overdressed. As a menswear stylist and creative director, men often make the comment they like what I've presented to them, they like my collections and my designs, but they wouldn't feel confident enough to wear them because it doesn't fit into their lifestyle. And that's something I often hear and I'm very much aware of. And I try to teach men that actually you can dress better and not be overdressed. The nature of the trades I've been in, working in Savile Row, working around Jermyn Street, of course a lot of the clothes I've been showcasing have been quite formal, things like morning dress, quite dandy looking three-piece suits and double-breasted waistcoats, which you can enjoy to look at. But I'm aware that in conservative environments that doesn't always translate so well. So in this video I'm going to break it down into 3 areas of your life and just give you some tips on how to be better dressed, how to present yourself well without being too dandyish or overdressed, so you're still comfortable in your own skin. So the first area I'm going to look at is the office corporate world. Now this has to be very carefully navigated. I know from personal experiences, particularly when I was younger, I started working at a quite conservative suburban office. Being too out there in your dress, albeit quite conservatively and quite classically, rather conservatively, isn't always well received. It is important, if you value your career, of fitting into the culture of your office. So if you're in an office where your boss and your boss's boss comes to work in a quarter zip and a gilet, and you're coming to work in a three-piece tweed, you might not fit in. It's important you understand the company culture. But something you'll never be criticised for is wearing well-fitting clothes. So for the person or for the man who wants to dress better in those situations, and you have to wear a conservative charcoal suit or a navy suit, get one which is beautifully tailored. Something which is nice on the shoulders, nice sleeve length, nice shape to it. Now be careful of not being too shaped. Fortunately we're over that overly tailored look, that overly skinny look, but something which is nicely tailored, well-fitting trousers that break on the shoe nicely will always look smart. Make sure your clothing is really well presented. Make sure that you hang it up properly. Make sure it's regularly steamed and brushed. All these things will just make you look better. Now it might be frustrating that you can't wear a three-piece window pane with double-breasted waistcoat and turn-back cuffs, but that's not your environment. You need to be respectful of it. You can still tie your tie nicely. The times you do wear a tie, make sure you tie a really good knot, but you might not want to put a fancy gold pin in it if that's not your environment. You want to dress in such a way that nobody really notices you apart from other people that like clothing. Another area I would always say where you can present yourself better, we will not draw any negative connotations, is your own personal grooming. So make sure if your beard is well trimmed, make sure your hair is regularly cut and your shoes are nicely polished. Those areas will never draw any criticism in the most conservative of office. It'll be respected. Something which is also useful, I think, if you're looking to dress better in a conservative environment, is maybe having a beautiful overcoat. An overcoat is something you wear to and from the office, a really lovely luxury fabric, maybe a wool cashmere mix in a dark colour. It just looks grown up, it looks sophisticated. It gives a right impression without being too dandyish. Save your double-breasted tweed or a velvet collar for the weekend. And then speaking of weekends, I know it can be difficult to be the one in your social circles to be slightly differently dressed, and you don't want to be known as the dandy in your friend circle, but again, this is your own time, so you should dress for yourself. Still, I think if your friends wear jeans and trainers to the pub, upgrade it to maybe some corduroys and some Chelsea boots. So you're not going too far out from the norm, but just slightly better versions of it. If you do want to stick to wearing sneakers, why not buy some very smart, clean, white ones rather than like athletic shoes? So just small upgrades, just give a nicer personal impression. If everyone wears sweatshirts in your group, why not wear like a cashmere crew neck? This is a great look as well. I just think if people are around you and you want to not stick out too much, perhaps you're going to a pub to watch your football with your mates, something like a lovely wax jacket over a plain polo shirt rather than a bomber jacket and jeans just looks more refined, a bit more considered. But again, you're not being overdressed, you're dressing appropriate for the occasion. When socialising in the evening, I think that's an opportunity to really dress up a bit and indulge yourself. I tell a lot of my clients they should have a velvet blazer in their wardrobe because it's the perfect thing to wear to smart restaurants, cocktail bars, friends' dinner parties, because you don't always have to wear it fully dressed with black tie and velvet slippers. I think a velvet jacket over a cashmere roll neck, over some flannel trousers, even with jeans, just looks a bit dressed up. If you're not brave enough to wear your velvet jacket or have a velvet jacket just yet, a beautiful blazer, maybe go for a tweed jacket, a jacket you wear in your own time, something you can wear out, something you can feel good in, something you really enjoy wearing, swapping out your chinos or jeans for some grey flannel trousers. And if you're in the habit of wearing your sort of office Bengal striped shirts at the weekend, swap them out for a beautiful cotton cashmere chambray. And I think that most restaurants now are quite smart, the way they're decorated, they're certainly not cheap these days. That dressing up for these occasions is a time to really indulge yourself and enjoy how you dress, makes it more of an occasion. And then finally, a great opportunity for self-expression is when you get invited to a more formal occasion, whether it's a black tie dinner or a wedding. This is a chance to really shine. If you're invited to a wedding and the invitation says black tie optional, morning dress preferred, I always tell my customers, always tell my friends, always err on the more formal side, because that's what they really want you to do. And it's a chance to really dress up if you don't get opportunity in your daily life. So if it's, for example, morning dress, wear the stiff collar, wear your pin in the tie, wear the double-breasted waistcoat. The people who invited you, the family who invited you, would appreciate the effort because it looks great in the photographs and they're really bringing something to the day. You're bringing your personality and it shows you've made an effort. The same if it says black tie optional, black tie creative, wear black tie. Wear a beautiful hand-tied bow tie. If you have evening dress styles, now's a chance to wear them. If your occasion isn't black tie or morning dress and you go to enough social occasions, why not indulge yourself in a suit you keep just for occasions? It can be a bit of an indulgence, but go to a tailor and get something made really special. Maybe go for a window pane check, double-breasted waistcoats, turn-back cuffs, something which is really about you, something which has a style that really resonates with you, something you probably only see on a style video or on a fashion play at Pitti. But if it's a social occasion, that's the time to wear it. It's also nice to keep your tailoring different from your corporate look. So you have a suit for going out in. Something which is going to last you for a few years, so get a good quality one. Indulge yourself maybe with a beautiful silk lining. I know of a very good company that supplies some beautiful ones. But that's a chance to really show yourself, your personality at these social occasions. So don't hold back. The social occasions like weddings are a chance to really dress up and have some fun with fashion. Well, I hope you found that useful. I hope I've encouraged you to perhaps be a bit braver in some of your clothing choices. Let us know in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe.